Facebook and YouTube, good evening. This is Matt with Caught the Red Barrel, and we are back again with another thrilling installment of Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. It's been a good week since I picked this up, so we are due a couple of jobs. So let's charge right on in and see what we've got getting wheeled into our garage today. So hope everyone's well. It is Tuesday evening. Tuesday, is it? No, Wednesday, sorry, beg your pardon. So we are done. I forget what the last one was now. I've got no idea where I am. Anyway, we've got a Genesis Town in a shocking brown finish, and it's been wheeled in. And we've got to replace car battery and check the alternator. So I think that that's reasonably straightforward to do. So let's go on and do that. So replacing the car battery first and foremost. Well, we don't even need to go in there to see the state of the battery. I mean, look at that. You can see it right there. So we can just, as far as I know, we can just lift that straight out. Doesn't even have to undo any bolts. So that's nice. Go over to our computer here. And the car parts shop, we want a battery, which is $350. I don't know what we stand to make this because I didn't check, or from this I should say. 1,000, so that's 350 gone already, but it's got to be done. So let's go into assemble mode and bash that on. Bish bash bosh, and that is half the job done. Replace the car battery. So we've got to check the alternator. So the alternator is like part of the timing, isn't it? So that's this here, but to check it we've got to take off the serpentine belt. So that's this here. So we'll take that off again, no bolts to undo. Can we inspect that in its current position? No, we can't. We've got to take it off first. So let's do that. Disassemble. Off that comes. And this side, take it off. 8%. So by putting it in our pocket, we realise that it's 8%, and it's a bit of a write-off, really. So let's go over to our shop here. Can we? An interesting piece of a little tip, actually, that one of my viewers had left me on the last one. A couple of tips, actually. First and foremost, from Jester Zero, shout-outs, aka a very good friend of mine, Casper. Has said that coming over here and bringing parts over to repair was where I went wrong on the replace my starter video. So shout outs, I didn't know that. That was completely new, and I have played this game before. So I can repair the alternator here for $227 US. I can't remember how much the new one costs. Let's just take a look. Alternator 500. So we can save ourselves the best part of, God, what's that? $250 odd by repairing this one. So yes, I do want to repair it for $227. Let's see what we've got now. So alternator is now 100%. So we have essentially a brand spanking new alternator. That we can just put straight back on this car, I assume. I've never done it before. And again, shout out to Jester Zero for the tip on just holding the button down to screw stuff in. Which did kind of take away a certain element of the manual labour fantasy type of illusion about the whole thing. I admit that that's pretty piss poor in terms of, like, you know, how to imagine, you know, put yourself in the game, as it were, by clicking a mouse button, simulating actually doing work. But hey ho. Anyway, so that, by the letter of the law, should be done and dusted. So we can click repaired and proceed to the next order. So shout outs to Jester Zero for that excellent tip, because I would have just gone ahead and bought a new one, and we only would have made what, $200 off that job. So we have tidied up there. So thanks for the tip. So we have a Revton van, and for 900, the princely sum of 900 USD, we need to repair the exhaust because my car has become really loud and my muffler is probably damaged. So, for looking at the exhaust, we need to lift her up because we can't get to it under the bonnet, and besides it's around the back here. So a quick visual check without going into the undercarriage, shows us that the muffler, which is presumably this here, is looking pretty rusty and crap, as is this middle section of the exhaust. Everything else looks okay, at least by eye. So let's try inspecting this. So that's 21%. We can't inspect anything else until we take like bits and bobs off. So we know we've got to get that off. So let's do that now. Screws you lose. Take those off. Thank you. I'll take that. And then while we're in disassemble mode, we might as well do this, because we can't get to that middle section until we take these parts off. So presumably now we'll be able to inspect. So let's do that. 1%. So the middle section of the muffler is in even worse condition. So let's disassemble, make like Johnny 5 and disassemble. For anybody who's like too young or just hasn't seen it, whenever I make reference to Johnny 5 and you don't know what it is, it's like a famous film from when I was growing up called Short Circuit, about a robot who was scared, who was on the run from the government because they wanted to, he kind of escaped from their, research facility or whatever. Oh, I can't repair any of these. I can't repair the parts that I've taken off on this occasion, so I'll just have to go and buy new ones. So, yes, Johnny 5, his catchphrase was disassemble, so just in case you weren't aware of what the hell I was waffling on about, that's where it's from. Shout outs to anyone who is as old and decrepit to remember Johnny 5 and Short Circuit and Batteries Not Included and Gremlins. So, what do we need? We need a muffler rear, we know we need that, and we also need a muffler middle. So we need these two bits here. Now I know that we were getting paid $900 for this, weren't we? So that's going to be like $600. So we're not really going to make much. We're only going to make $200. Should we check the used car parts section and see if there's anything in here? Muffler rear, 250. Now we did this before, and it cost us quite a lot of money because it said that it wasn't repaired. So I'm going to try it with the muffler middle, just to see if it does it. 47%. So I don't know. Let's take some risks. So I'm going to buy both from the used section. I'm going to put them on, and hopefully it's not going to tell us that we've not done the job. Fingers crossed. Trying to scrape together. I'm trying to run a business here, man. You know what I mean? This is it's all about making money, baby. So let's put on our slightly shonky muffler middle. It's going to cost us a few quid if we're wrong. But it's in much, obviously, from our perspective, it's in much better condition than what we took off. So theoretically, they are up, but I don't know whether or not it's going to say, well, this is 58%. So again, we are skimping. We're telling them we've fixed their car, but we haven't given them a brand new one. We have repaired the exhaust in the sense that it should have stopped the problem. Yeah, see, look, it's theoretically now, or at least in my eyes, that was going to be job done, but it's not, and we've lost a bunch of money. So it just goes to show that trying to be thrifty is a complete waste of time. Let's just explore all avenues and see if we can repair this particular item a little bit. Can I move this? No. Can't be repaired. So we have literally just essentially thrown money and probably lost money on this job like a dick. So it does leave me wondering, what is the point of the used car parts bit? Shout out if you know. Can we sell some stuff at least to try and recoup some of our money? No, let's get it fixed on first. Before we sell the wrong part and end up ballsing it right up. So, yeah, what is the the point of the used car parts. Like, in what situation can you replace something that is like completely shag, like the 1% muffler middle bit, with something that's say 50%? Like, I'd be interested to know, because obviously, yeah, that would be useful info. But yeah, that's a bit disappointing, really. So we want 100% muffler middle on, unless of course there's something I've completely missed, and those parts would have been fine, in which case I've double wasted my money, which would really stick it in and break it off, wouldn't it? I guess we're about to find out any time now. Alright, good. So that is all parts back on. No parts to assemble. Clickety click. Is the job done? Check our repair order. Alright, so yeah, we couldn't do that job with shonky bits, unfortunately. It just the game just didn't want to know about that. They wanted a brand new exhaust. I mean, in fairness, it should say that. It should say replace exhaust with brand new parts or whatever. I mean, that's probably spoon feeding a little bit, but yeah, never mind. So I guess we got the job done. Let's just go back to the show inventory. So we've got these shonky bits here, 125. So let's sell them. What else can we repair in there? That's worth looking at. So we've got like a 22% starter here. Can we repair it? $77 US, right? So we've repaired that, and then show inventory. So we should have 100. So we spent $77 on repairing it. So now we can sell it for 150, which again recoups some of the money we've lost. So let's go back and see what else we can do. We've got a starter and a back. Can we repair batteries? $172 US, and starter 93. So, and then we go to our shop again to sell. We want to sell what we got. So how much for that? 262. So we're making about $100 on that, and on the starter again $150. So we've at least made a bit of the money back that we've lost. What are we on now? What's our current financial situation? 2031. So I still think that we're down on what we were before we started this mission, but we're a bit closer at least, and there's not such a dreadful outlay for one particular job. So I'm going to end the video there. Thanks for watching. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this, or any other particular games that you'd be interested in me doing a let's play on. I always appreciate a like, I always appreciate a comment, and I try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Thanks for all your support, and I'll see you on the next video. Alright, cheers guys.